Hello, everybody. Smyrna Cowboy here, back from my Michigan vacation, doing a video. This will probably be 2 or 3 parts of this series. But the first thing I want to say is thanks for everybody that was following me on Facebook. And if you don't, well, you can go to Facebook and look for Dave Netherton. And a picture of Gandalf will be on my profile picture, and send me a friend request, and I'd be more than happy to accept you as a virtual friend on Facebook. Of course, we're virtual friends on YouTube. So what the hey. I want to show you something. You know, Alf, Sergeant Alf, he got that bomber jacket and everything for his fall and winter riding, but this is for his spring and summer riding. In his Army fatigues with the sergeant bars there, and on his hat, and on the other collar there, and in his fatigues, and he's ready to ride. So I'm going to go out here to the gate, open her up, and we'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. Getting ready to go give me some breakfast this morning. I don't know if you can see it or not at the trip odometer. I set it when I left here, my house, Monday morning. And that's what it is when I came back yesterday afternoon. 1,481.7 miles on my trip. Average 44.7 miles a gallon. Now I've got 2,502 miles on Gandalf, so it's going to be soon for an oil change. It's nice to be home, I'm telling you. Nice to be home. Turn my Sky Rider on. So I'm going to check and see if Smyrna's got a Rescue Squad breakfast this morning. And if not, I'll go somewhere else. So first off, I'd like to thank BC69525 Bill Corey for treating me to a nice dinner with his lovely wife Janice at Philadelphia Steak and Fries there in Indianapolis. I'd really do appreciate it, Bill. Thank you very much. It was delicious. Great company. Of course, well, I'll get to the trip here shortly, but and another friendly couple, Bergman Riders, I would like to thank Randy and Paula McLean for treating me to Cracker Barrel near Louisville. That was very kind, and I got a couple of gifts for me and for my wife. I really do appreciate that, guys. My wife was really excited about getting that. So that was cool in many ways. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So I am going to try with Google Maps to show you the legs of our trip that we did. A lot of traffic this morning for Saturday morning at 9:17. Get there before they close up shop, if they do have it. So I worked this past weekend, the weekend before the trip. So on our long weekends working, we go down to Farmers, yes, the infamous Farmers, and eat breakfast with the retirees. So I'm packed and ready to go, and I go down to Farmer's and have a breakfast with my buddies and my new friends that I made, retirees from Bridgestone Banbury. So I eat a good breakfast. As you can see, all the bikes there in the picture. And so after I leave there, I go down to my buddy Mark's house. So his wife Audrey takes some pictures of us before we leave. Looks like the rescue squad is not having their breakfast this morning, so I may just slip on over to Cracker Barrel. So took some pictures of us, and so off we go. So we're all going back roads here, so you know, this is fun, and we're planning this trip out fairly well. And of course, I bought a GPS for the trip, Bluetooth enabled. I found it, I forgot now where I purchased it at, refurbished for like $100 and something. It's a really, really good GPS. But little did I know that this GPS, Bluetooth enabled, does not pair up with a Skyrider. Well, crap. So I'm having to look down at the GPS as I'm riding to tell us where we're going. So that's what I had to do for the first leg of the trip. Now when we got out of Tennessee, we went out of Tennessee, went through Kentucky, and went into Ohio, Indiana, then Ohio. And the winds in Ohio were so fierce that we almost had to lean into it sideways. And the back roads, I think speed limit is like 55 miles an hour. And we almost had to lean into it sideways. Well, Mark fabricated a luggage rack for his Shadow, and he used pop rivets. Well, after this long ride on bumpy roads and everything else, well, the pop rivets popped out. So near the end of our first trip, we right at the end there, we stop at this convenience store, and he just buys some machine screws and does that temporarily to get us to our motel room. Well, I wanted to stay at a Motel 6, but where we ended up at, the nearest Motel 6 was 77 miles away unless we backtracked, and we really didn't want to do that, so we stayed at a Holiday Inn Express in Greensburg, Indiana. So we spent the night there, and so from there we went to Lake Huron in Michigan, and here's some videos and some pictures of that.
Hello everybody, Smyrna Cowboy here. I am in Port Huron, Michigan, doing a road trip with my buddy Mark, and this is at his Aunt Kathy's house. I'll show you the view that I'm looking at right now. Yep, that's Lake Huron, right at the curve of the Mitt in Michigan.
Well, I mean,
and over there is Canada.
Probably somewhere between 12 and 1, and just, I mean, you don't.
So we're going to stay here for the night.
Lunch or anything. Don't worry about
with
it.
my buddy Mark talking to his wife.
For, you know, just for a quick visit.
So I'm sitting and I just had a beer. So I'm going to relax, and Aunt Kathy's going to fix us some supper. So this is day 1 of my Michigan vacation this year. Jealous? I think so.
Yeah, just some pit stop.
All right. This is the Smyrna Cowboy here in Port Huron, Michigan. Wishing you and yours a good day. And until next time, adios.
I thought I'd show you the sunrise. I don't know if you can see that right in the center of your screen on the horizon there. There's a barge coming through, a freighter. But it looks like we're going to be heading into some rain. We got about an hour to my partner's niece, I think. Yeah, niece's house. So this is Wednesday. I don't know what day of the month it is. Hang on. There we go. The 18th. Wednesday the 18th. At 5:44 our time, 6:44 their time. They're an hour ahead. But I thought I'd give you a good morning view here. It's very beautiful out here. Very beautiful. But to be quite honest and frank with you guys, I don't think I'll do another motorcycle trip to go on the back roads to Michigan for a very long time. So I can see why you Michigan vloggers say that Michigan roads suck, because they most certainly do. But this is worth it. This view is worth it in itself. So well, I'm gonna get in. The rain's starting to get a little bit heavier. So we'll catch you guys on the road.